Hi everyone, welcome to my first ever online Reformer Pilates class. This is a beginner friendly class and of course prenatal friendly. If you are pregnant and 28 weeks or above, you are not supposed to be on your back for longer. So we'll make sure we'll move around using different body positions and make sure you don't have anything to stumble upon. Safety is the key, and prenatal or not, any regular client should always listen to your body. So let's listen to our bodies, move accordingly and see what feels good today for us. Alright, let's get started. We'll change our springs to 2 full springs. I'm going to add 2 full springs. Make sure your foot bar is at the position you would like it to be. You can bring your headrest up or down, whatever you prefer. Alright, center yourself on the reformer. Your shoulders are against the shoulder blocks, hands by the sides of your hips. Bring your heels onto the foot bar, and when you are ready, you want to press the carriage out, straightening your legs and bend your knees to come back in. Now as you do that, make sure your feet are flexed. That means your toes are pointed to your nose. Straighten your legs all the way. Lock your knees if it's in your range of motion and resist the carriage as you come back in. You can keep doing this, or the next time you close the carriage, can you bring one leg to tabletop as you press the carriage out with your other heel. We are doing single leg footwork here. If this is not in your range of motion, or if you want to do with both your feet, keep doing with both your heels on. We are going to move in layers today. You can keep your right leg or the leg in tabletop, or can you straighten your leg every time you close the carriage back to tabletop as you bring it back in. Stretch it out as you close, back to tabletop as you open the springs. Moving at your own pace here. We'll do 3 more. On this side. On your last one, when you press the carriage out, hold there. Straighten your leg up to the ceiling. Tap your toes on the foot bar and lift it back up. Keeping your leg as straight as possible here. Both your legs are as straight as possible. Pressing the carriage out, opening the springs as much as possible as you tap and lift your toes with straight leg. 3 more. Shh. Keep breathing. Shh. Last one. Bring your heel onto the foot, back onto the foot bar and close the carriage. We are going to bring your other leg to a tabletop position. Keep your feet flexed as you press the carriage out and bring it back in. Feel free to take breaks whenever you need them. Otherwise, keep going. If you would like to keep both your heels on the foot bar, please feel free to do that. We have 2 full springs on. You can keep your leg in tabletop or straighten your leg as you close the carriage back to tabletop as you press the carriage away. Moving at your own pace, we still want to resist the carriage coming back in as much as possible. Straightening one leg at a time all the way. Try and lock your knee if it's in your range of motion. We'll do 2 more here. The next time you press the carriage out, hold there. Straighten your leg up to the ceiling and we're going to tap and lift. Tap and lift. Keep going. Both your legs are as straight as possible. You're taking deep breaths in and out as you tap and lift. Shh. Shh. Give me 2 more. You can do it. Shh. Shh. Bring both your heels back onto the foot bar and close the carriage. Whew. Take a quick break. Hug your knees in. You can roll side to side. Quick one here. When you are ready, bring both your heels to the corners, ends of the foot bar, externally rotated. That means toes and knees are pointed out to the side. Your feet are still flexed. When you are ready, stretch it out and bring it back in. Straighten your legs all the way and slowly close the carriage. Doing with both our heels here. You should feel lighter after that single leg footwork on both the springs. These 2 springs should feel lighter when you have both your heels onto the foot bar. Either way, you want to keep your toes pointed to your nose, straightening your legs as much as possible. We'll do 3 more. Last 2. On your last one, we are going to come halfway in. Don't close the carriage all the way. We are going to come halfway in and pulse up and down just a few inches. Keep breathing as you keep pulsing. Can you close the carriage a little bit more? You're in your deepest squat as you pulse the carriage up and down as much as possible, just a few inches. Keep flexing your feet for 5, 4, 3, 2. Press the carriage all the way out and come back in. After you close the carriage, bring both your toes on the foot bar. All 10 toes are on the foot bar. When you are ready, press the carriage out and come back in. We are just warming up here, so move at your own pace, going out and coming back in. Now as you do that, can you make sure your heels are lifted and stable as much as possible? They are not moving as you move the carriage. The next time you press out, hold there. Keeping your knees straight, drop your heels under the foot bar, lift it all the way up and close the carriage. Keeping your heels high, we are going to press out. Lower your heels all the way under the foot bar, feel that calf stretch, lift it all the way back up and close the carriage. Continue moving like that. You want to use your full range of motion at your ankles. Try and drop your heels as much as possible. Feel free to stay there, take a stretch before you lift back up to close the carriage. Again, we are doing one thing at a time. We are pressing the carriage out, keeping your knees straight, lowering your heels, lifting your heels up and then bend your knees to close the carriage. Keep moving. We got it. We'll do 4 more like this. Just give me 4 complete reps at your own pace. 2 more. The next time you press out, hold there, hold, drop your heels under the foot bar, take a stretch. You can bounce and feel the stretch, moving your heels. Lift your heels back up. We are going to move into our running. That means we are dropping one heel under the foot bar as you bend your opposite knee and then we switch. We are running. We'll try and run a little bit faster for the faster reps. For 5, 4, 3, 2, lift both your heels up and close the carriage. Whew. Hug your knees in, roll your ankles, take a quick break. All right, bring your heels or the arches of your feet on the foot bar. We are moving into our bridging. Bring the arches of your feet. We have been on our back for a while now, so we are going to move into some extension. For our bridging, take a deep breath here. When you are ready, we lift our hips up into a bridge and bring it back down. Lift your hips as high as possible and lower it back onto the mat. You can keep your back straight as you lift your hips up, thrusting your hips forward and lower it down. Or you can roll your pelvis, tuck your pelvis in, roll your spine off of the mat, then roll back down onto the mat. Keep going. Whatever feels comfortable for you today. Now, as you continue, try not to press the carriage out. We want to keep the carriage closed as much as possible. So, think of pulling your foot bar towards you, keeping the carriage at the stopper at all times. Even if it moves, challenge yourself to bring it back in and bring it down. Now, as you keep pulling the carriage in, you will feel your hamstrings activated. Your hamstrings are working back, that means the back of your legs. The next time you lift up, hold there. We're going to hold, press the carriage out, straightening your legs, bring it back in and roll down. We'll do 3 more like that. We are adding our knee extensions here. Keeping the carriage in at the stopper, you want to lift your hips up into a bridge. Now press the carriage out, opening the springs all the way. Close the carriage all the way in. Touch the stopper and roll down. How does that feel? We are doing one thing at a time here. 2 more reps. Lift your hips up. Stretch the carriage, stretch your legs, lift your hips back up, reach your waistline up as you close the carriage and bring it back in. Whew. Last one here. Lift your hips all the way up. Keep reaching your waistline up as you press out. Your hips may lower down, but as you close the carriage, keep lifting your hips up and roll all the way down. Whew. Take a quick break. You can sway your knees side to side. You can open your hands out to the side. And just take deep breaths in and out. All right, we are now going to get off of the reformer. We'll do some core work, moving on from our lower body work. So let's come kneeling onto the reformer facing the foot bar. Your feet are against the shoulder blocks. Now change your springs to 1 1/4 spring. 1, 1.5 spring. You can also keep it at 1. Right now I am at 1 1/4 spring. Both your hands are on the foot bar, your feet are against the shoulder blocks. Now bring your waistline, your belly button, your waistline down towards the springs, that means towards the foot bar as much as possible. Now try not to dump your chest down, keep pressing the carriage away, keeping the carriage closed, press the carriage out and bring it back in. Ooh, that's a little heavy. I would go down to one spring. Now in this movement, lighter springs makes more sense, because the lighter the springs are, the more control you have of the carriage, right? Bring your hands onto the foot bar, bring your waistline down, press the carriage out, feel those shakies and bring the carriage back in. Now the lighter the springs, the more your core will be working hard to pull the springs back in, to close the carriage, right? When you press out easily. When you pull back in, you're using your core to pull the carriage back in. Now don't think about the technicalities, just make sure you open the carriage as much as possible, feel those shakies and bring the carriage back in. Give me 3 more. Try not to bring your tushy towards your heels. You're constantly bringing your waistline forward towards the floor as much as possible, like you're in a plank position. On your last one, press out and hold. Keep holding, you can do it. Whew. Feel the shakies for 4, 3, 2 and take a break. Whew. Close the carriage all the way in and go into your child pose. All right, in the same position, we are going to do one more movement here. We'll move back to a 1.5 spring. I have one green, one red here. According to my reformer, it can be anything on your reformer. Try a full spring and a half spring. Now we are in the same position with the feet against the shoulder blocks, knees are on the carriage. Now instead of bringing our hips forward, we are going to bring our tushy towards our heels like you are sitting, but not quite. Now we are going to lock our shoulders where they are and we are going to press the carriage away, bringing our knees away and pull your knees back in. Press the carriage out and bring it back in. So the movement is happening at your hips. We are not moving our upper body is locked. Since we went a little heavier, pressing the carriage out gets harder. And try and resist the carriage coming back in. Because the springs are trying to pull the carriage in, you want to resist that and bring it in. We'll do 3 more here. This is our knee stretches with round back. Since our back is round here, if it feels good, you can always arch your back as you continue doing that. 1 more. And take a break. Take a quick break. All right, we are changing our springs back to 1 full spring. And we are going to sit on the reformer facing the straps. You can always crisscross your feet or keep your legs straight, whatever feels good for you today. But today we are going to try and keep our back as straight as possible. Grab both your short straps, sitting nice and tall, palms facing up to the ceiling. Try and keep your hands as straight as possible here as you hold on to your straps. We're just going to do our bicep curls to begin with. Bend your elbows and straighten your hands. Bend and extend for your biceps. We are on one full spring here, trying to pull all the way and resist as you straighten your hands. You can keep doing just this, or every time you bend your elbows, pause there, hinge back, keeping your back straight, hinge at your hips, come back up and straighten your hands. Just adding another layer here. If the hinge doesn't feel good for you, just continue with your bicep curls. Listen to your body, you guys. No matter the order at which you are breathing, just make sure you are breathing as much as possible. You can keep doing this, or the next time you hinge back, pause there, straighten your hands up to the ceiling, bring it back in, sit up nice and tall and straighten your hands. We added another layer here. Bend your elbows, keeping your elbows bent, hinge back, straighten your hands by the sides of your ears, bring it back in and sit up nice and tall. Again, doing one thing at a time here. When you are ready, bend your elbows, hinge back, straighten your hands, bring it back in, sit up nice and tall and straighten your hands. Give me two more here, last two. I know. Bend your elbows, hinge back, straighten your hands, bring it back in, straighten your hands, hips, sit up nice and tall and take a break. Whew. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna crisscross our feet, turn facing the screen and grab your short strap. Bring your short strap in front of you, make a fist, the strap in front of you, hold on to it, bring it, make a fist and keep your fist in front of your chest. You're sitting nice and tall here, we are just doing a spinal rotation. When you're ready, take a deep breath here. As you exhale, we are going to twist and back forward. Shh. Try and keep your elbows in line with your shoulders, and we are not trying to pull our strap towards the foot bar. We want to try and keep the strap in front of our t-shirt, and we are going to twist just our torso and back in. Shh. 3 more here. Shh. You can do it. Last 2 and 1. Take a quick break, roll your shoulders. Just wanted to do some spinal twists. And when you are ready, we are going to come back facing forward, going into our low kneeling position. You can keep your feet against the shoulder blocks, or you can keep them on the headrest, whichever feels good, feels comfortable and safe, not just the position can be moved according to your body, according to your needs. But always safety is important, so listen to your body, make sure you're safe around the reformer. Well, when you are ready, grab both your straps. You are in your low kneeling position to begin with. Bring your elbows by the sides of your hips, sides of your ribs, and palms are facing up to the ceiling and at a 90-degree angle. When you are ready, we are going to straighten our hands and back to a 90. Bend and extend your hands. We are just stretching it out, bringing your hands in line with your shoulders and back to a 90-degree angle. Now you can keep doing this in your low kneeling position, or can you lift up as you straighten your hands, back down as you bend your elbows. Now this is where you want to be as safe as possible. Engage your core as you come up and down. You can always change the position of your legs depending on how you feel. The next time you stand up, hold there, open your hands out to the side, pull them back in and back to the starting position. Wherever you are, whichever layer you are at, give me 3 more. Straighten your hands out to the side, pull them back in and back to a 90 position. Stretch, keep your hands straight as you open, pull and in. Whew. Last one, lift up, out, in and back. Right, hook up your straps and we have the other side, spine twist. So you want to turn to the other side. If you were sitting, we want to crisscross our feet and sit. Grab your short strap in front of you, sitting nice and tall. Make a fist in front of your chest. When you are ready, on your next exhale, we are going to twist and back forward. Keeping your strap, your palms in front of your chest as much as possible. The twist can be just a few inches, but we are connecting our obliques every time you exhale. Shh. Keep going, you can do it. We'll do 4 more. Shh. Last 2, you can do it. Last 1. And take a break. That was our around the world arm series, arms in straps. We'll now move on to some lower body work again. We have 1 full spring on. You can keep 1 full spring on and facing the foot bar. We'll hold on to the foot bar, bring your foot, inside foot closest to the reformer against the shoulder blocks. Now bring your outside foot forward, a little bit forward so that you have space to lunge. You can hold on to the foot bar, press the carriage out as you bend your outside knee and bring it back in. Now you can keep your inside knee on the mat. As you do this, just our lunges here, pressing the carriage out as much as possible. Now you can keep your back straight or you can lunge forward. That means you can hinge forward at your hips as you press the carriage out, opening the spring, close the carriage as you come back up. You can keep holding on to the foot bar, or for a little balance challenge, you can bring your hands on your hips. We'll do 3 more. 2 more. The next time you press the carriage out, hold there, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it back in. Whew. You can bring your feet down, shake it off. Before we go on to the other side, we'll come towards the foot bar, facing the reformer. You can bring your feet reformer width apart or your hip width apart. Your feet are externally rotated. That means your toes are pointed out to the side. You can hold on to the foot bar. And when you are ready, we're going to do some squats. Bring your hips down and lift it back up. Just some squats here. Bringing your hips all the way down as much as possible. These are perfect prenatal movement which will open up your hips. We'll go 4 more. 3 more. 2. The next time you squat down, hold there. Hold and pulse up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come all the way up. Whew. All right, feel free to take breaks whenever you need them. And when you are ready, we are going to come to the other side, holding on to the foot bar, bringing your inside foot against the shoulder block, outside foot to the front leg of the reformer frame. You can hold on to the foot bar, and when you are ready, press the carriage out, bending your outside knee and back up. Keep going. Opening the springs as much as possible and closing all the way. You can hinge forward at your hips or you can keep your back straight. You can always alternate between the both. They just hit different muscles. See what feels good for you today and keep doing them. You can keep holding on to the foot bar, or can you bring both your hands on top of your hips for that balance challenge. We'll do 3 more here. Keep breathing. 2 more. The next time you press the carriage out, hold there, hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and take a break. All right, shake it off. We've done our lower body, our upper body, a little bit of core. So we'll cool down with some feet in straps. Yay, I love feet in straps. I hope you do too. Let's see, we'll add 2 full springs. 2 full springs on the reformer, and we'll lie back down for some nice yummy movements. Take 1 foot at a time into the strap, bringing both your feet in the long straps. Safety is important. Always take 1 strap at a time. When you are ready, We'll straighten both your legs. We'll start from lower and lifts. Lift your feet up to the ceiling and lower them back down. Just keeping your feet parallel to each other, hip width distance apart, lifting your feet as high as possible and lowering your feet without moving your pelvis as much. See what feels good, what range of motion feels good for you. You can move your ankles by pointing your feet as you lift, flexing your feet as you lower. That means toes pointed away from your nose as you lift, toes pointed towards your nose as you lower. Just a few more here. Keep breathing, enjoy the movement. The next time you lift your feet up, pause there. Open both feet out to the side. Make a big circle around towards the foot bar and lift it back up. Just doing our leg circles. Opening your feet out to the side as much as possible. Making as big a circle as it feels good today for you and your body. The next time you point your toes up, we're going to pause and reverse the direction. Lower your feet, open out to the side, make a big circle back up to the ceiling. Making as big circles as possible today. 2 more. Last one. The next time you point your toes up, pause there. Lower your feet towards the foot bar. Point your toes out to the side, heels together. We're going to do some frog legs. Heels together, toes apart. We're going to bend our knees and stretch it out. Keep squeezing your heels together as much as possible. As you straighten, zip up your legs all the way through your inner thighs before you bend again. One more here. Right, lift your feet back up to the ceiling. Open out to the side. Hold on to your straps. Take a stretch. Your inner thigh stretch. Bend your knees to your shoulders. Your feet are parallel to the ceiling for your happy baby and roll side to side for a nice spine massage. Come back to center, bring the soles of your feet together, lower your feet into the reformer well. Your knees are out to the side. Open your hands out to the side and take deep breaths in and out. A couple more deep breaths here, and as you take them, thank your body for supporting you through this amazing movement. One last deep breath here. When you are ready, bring both your feet back to a tabletop position. Remove one strap of your foot, bring your foot back onto the foot bar and remove your other strap. Roll onto the side, then we'll get off of the reformer. And we are done. It is a short, beginner friendly reformer. I've been on the reformer, that too teaching after a while now. Hopefully you are feeling better, and I hope to see you soon again in my future online classes, hopefully offline classes. If you have any questions, any feedback, feel free to comment or DM me on Instagram, and I will reply as soon as possible. Have a great day, be safe you guys, and I will see you later. Bye.